Time for another look at the MLB playoff races going into August 30th. Starting with the AL East, Yankees have held on to their slight lead in the division the past few days and remain the only team in the American League with a fairly safe designation to make the playoffs. Orioles have a comfortable perch for a wild card spot and could still rally for the division. Red Sox seem to have plateaued and are a few back in the wild card race. It's looking like the Orioles would need to get to around 94 wins to challenge for the division. 87 remains the projection for good enough for wild card. Yankees, well, they should just need around 9 more wins to be playing postseason, so unless they physically do not show up for the games, they will be good. The Orioles are in good shape as well. They have the second easiest schedule on paper, have a nice lead in the wild card. Should just need 10 more wins. And do have the head-to-head season win over the Red Sox. The only good news for the Red Sox is that they won the head-to-head battle against the Royals, and they have 3 left against the Twins with a chance to win that as well, if they were to sweep them anyway. It doesn't look like the Rays will be a factor. 6-back. 6% chance. Toughest schedule in the AL. As usual, the TeamRankings.com projections are shown off to the side. Thanks to them for letting me use their data. In the AL Central, the Guardians are battling the Royals for the division. Twins still hanging around as well. Between the three, Cleveland won the series against Minnesota. The Royals won theirs against Cleveland. Sorry for the horrible writing. And the Twins beat Kansas City. So they all have a trump card to use depending on if they tie one of the others and which one of the others that ends up being and what it's for. The Royals have 3 left against the Guardians and 3 left against the Twins, so they can control a little bit how this goes down. But they do have the second hardest remaining schedule. The Tigers are just 5 back, but we're down to a month to go, so the odds are dwindling. They do have the 4th easiest rest of schedule. But no, they lost the season against all of the other 3, so just add 1 more to what they are back shown in the standings. Looks like 93 will be what it takes to claim the division. Out west, Astros continue to play slightly worse than the Mariners and have kept a decent lead. Looks like the Mariners would need to get to 87 to either pry the division crown away or get in as a wild card. Houston about an 80% chance to make the playoffs, with the Mariners at around 20%. And the odds of 2 teams from this division playing in October are slimmer than the after pictures in a weight loss supplement brochure. The one bit of good news for the Mariners: they lead this season series 6-4 against the Astros if they somehow manage to tie them. Before we hit the National League, if you want to analyze the playoff race for your own fantasy or other league, check out the Playoff Computer app on the Play Store. It provides a bit of geeky data, including the semi-famous pass to clinch. For the National League, in the East, the Phillies once again appear to be on firm ground. But I've said that a few times this year. We'll see if they can hold on this time. Braves 6 back in the division while holding the last wildcard spot, and the Mets are 3 games behind them. Phillies overwhelming favorites to take the division. Braves have 3 out of 4 odds to go to the playoffs. Mets at 1 out of 4. The big tidbit here is the Braves and Mets have 3 left to play, and they are all tied up 5-5 for the year. So clearly a big series for the Mets. if they are still around at that time, as it's almost at the end of September. 88 is the guesstimate for wins needed in the NL wildcard race. In the Central, the Brewers are going to win the division without a collapse of epic proportions. The only question is whether one of the other teams will miracle into the wildcard race. Right now, the Cubs are closest, but closest is 5 back, which is going to be tough to make up with a month left. Cardinals really the only other team with a chance in hell. As for the Cubs, they do have the third easiest remaining schedule. However, for anything that matters, pick any team they might compete for something with, and they have lost that season series. So just add one more to their games back mark. The Cardinals, a game further back from the Cubs, do own the season series against the Braves if they were to somehow manage to get up and tie them. In the NL West, the Dodgers have almost locked things up. Just need to find around 8 more victories, have the easiest remaining schedule so they can safely book babysitters for October. Diamondbacks and Padres both nearby but likely looking wildcard bound. Both over 90% to play in the postseason. Diamondbacks do have the 4th hardest remaining schedule, while the Padres have the 4th easiest. Statistically speaking, that is worth maybe a 1-win difference. Both should just need to play something near 500 ball to be good, and both still have series against the Dodgers, which is good in that they could still make a run for the division, but bad in that they still have to play the Dodgers. Padres already won the series against the Dodgers, something to consider. We're close to saying goodbye to the Giants, just a 4% chance, 2nd hardest remaining schedule, and lose the head-to-head against the Braves. That's it for now. Enjoy your day.